Good morning, my name is David Torres McLean. I have 38 years. In this moment, I am studying at University UNAT. I am studying in Bogota. I am studying systems engineer, and also I am working in a small company. It is a Colombian company, and in the work I do the things that are important to the general manager. I am like an auxiliary general manager. Well, about my life, I wake up each day at 5 a.m. I take a shower, then I take a breakfast, then I see some news at 7 o'clock, and later at 8 o'clock I go to my work. I work from 8 to 11 a.m. At 11 a.m. I have some food, uh, and I begin to work again at 11:15, and I work from 11:15 to 1 o'clock. Then I have lunch, and then later I work from 1 p.m. to 5 o'clock, and later I go to my house. It takes me 15 minutes to get to my house. Uh, then I begin to study. In this period, I am seeing many subjects. So each day I study, for example, linear algebra, I study descriptive statistics, and then like at 7 p.m. I finish, and later I do some exercise, and at 8 o'clock I take up my dinner, and I begin to watch television. I like to watch many opinion programs. Uh, in Colombia, there are many of these programs, so I watch these programs from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. I want to say something. What I am watching is the clock that I have over here. Okay, like I was telling you, I watch these opinion programs from 8 to 9 p.m. and then I watch some news. I like to watch some news in a channel that is channel number one. It's a Colombian channel, and I watch this news from 8 to 9 p.m. And then I go to my bed and I begin to watch English news. I like to watch BBC, I like to watch CNN, and I like to watch Al Jazeera. Okay, that's all. Here I have three pictures. The first picture is Walter Benjamin. He was a German philosopher. He was Jew, and he had a sad history because he committed suicide because he wanted to be captured by Nazis. In this picture, Walter Benjamin is wearing I think, a black suit. Well, the picture is black and white, so for that reason, I am thinking it is a black suit. He's also wearing a tie. He was an elegant man. He was also wearing a white shirt, and he was wearing glasses. He had straight black hair. He had small ears, and he had a round face. Down, the other picture is about Hannah Arendt. Hannah Arendt was also a German philosopher. She was also Jew. Uh, she, because of the circumstances of Europe in that moment, because she was Jew, she had to get out of Europe, and later she arrived to the United States of America, where she was a teacher. And in this picture, she's wearing a black blouse. She's wearing a skirt. I think it's a gray skirt. Ah, she was also smoking because she had in her fingers a cigarette. And the next picture is a painting. It's a painting from a Swiss painter. This painting is called the Angelus Novus, And this painting, it's related with what Walter Benjamin wrote in some texts that were very famous, that are the 11 theses of history. I cannot remember very well how this painting was related, what Walter Benjamin wrote in that time. This picture is about an angel. The angel had some wings, two wings, but it's strange because he looks like a human, but also an animal. It appears like a chicken. He had two long legs and, long fingers with long nails. It's a strange picture. And Hannah Arendt was related to Walter Benjamin because she had all the things that wrote Walter Benjamin. Now, in this moment, we can read all the texts from Walter Benjamin because Hannah Arendt do the best to translate all his books from German to English, and later was translated to Spanish, and she saved all his books and all his writings. I want to show you something. These are the theses of Walter Benjamin, the concept of history. There are 11 theses. There are small paragraphs in black. And for example, we are going to look this one. This thesis that is interesting. I'm going to read the first line. Seek for food and clothing first, then the kingdom of God shall be added unto you. First in life, you have to look for the things that are necessary for living. And I think this sentence has another meaning. When you have the things that are necessary, then you can develop the spiritual part. Let's look the paragraph, what it says. It begins, the class struggle, which is always present to a historian influenced by Marx. Look, this is interesting to a person that studied history of humanity and is influenced by another German philosopher that was Karl Marx. Always see history like a fight between two classes. In capitalism, the class is between the poor and the rich, and in the past it was by kings and people that do not have a monarchy, and is in this way that we read history. But we read history in this way when we are influenced by Karl Marx. Okay, continue. It tells me how is history? How is history? Look, history is a fight for crude and material things, without which no refined and spiritual things could exist. That is very, very, very interesting idea, because humanity cannot develop culture, ideas, all the abstraction if people do not have food, a house. When people have the things that are necessary for living, that is related with biology, when people have secured all the things that are necessary for living, they can develop ideas, thinking. Continue. Nevertheless, is not in the form of spoils we fall to the victor. Okay, look this thing. This is another interesting idea, because this fight had to be seen like a pirate that goes to another country and steal all the things that have the people, when the class that do not have the things and fight for having them and win, um, when they have their victory, which fall is not in the form is yes, is not in the form of stealing. People have when the class that do not have the fins wins, uh, people have values. These values are here. He says it manifests the sense in this struggle, courage, humor, to life, about life, fortitude and cunning. This is interesting because when the class win because it's not having power, because it lives in a difficult moment in life, but when it wins, it has values, it has honor. It's interesting. It's about human dignity. That was, like I was telling you, the ideals that these two most important philosophers wrote. If you have an opportunity in life, have a time to read them. I have here a big book. This is a very big book from Hannah Arendt. I think if you can look this book, it has the name "The Origin to Totalitarianism." That was a huge book wrote by this woman in 1953. She wrote this book, I think, in English, and later was translated. And and this book, well, it has an eagle, a black eagle. She wants to criticize in this book what was German Nazism. I haven't finished it because it's very big. It has many pages. It has from page what 31 to page 695. And this book you have to read with time and to be relaxed and to be patient because are difficult. That also there is life, like it says this is of Marx. It cannot be. You can think it like a fight between two different classes, but you can think about yourself, about what is life. Life is fighting for with the purpose to be better, to know more things. Uh, well, that was the ideas that I want to tell you in this video. I think that I begin with describing this picture, and later I finish to and later I finish to talking about other things.